Grand staff or great staff is made up of the treble clef and the bass clef. And you can see that it's put together with brackets. More specifically, a piano player would read the treble clef right hand and the bass clef left hand. Today I'm going to concern you with looking at the bass clef. And you can see it looks like a half a heart with two dots. And the two dots go around what's called the F line, and it goes around the F line the most. So the bass clef is also known as the F clef. Instruments with lower pitches would read the bass clef. Instruments such as the tuba, such as the trombone, or the double bass from the orchestra. Those instruments would have lower pitches, so therefore read this clef. First of all, we're going to concern ourselves with the lines. Looking at the bottom line, line 1, it is G. The second line is B. Third line is D. Fourth line is F. And the fifth line is A. Okay, so G, B, D, F, A. Again, sounds like this. A great way to remember that is a saying. I use the saying, good boys do fine always. And if you can remember that, that'll help us remember the notes on the lines of the bass clef. So now we're going to talk about the spaces because as you know, there's 5 lines and 4 spaces. So the spaces fill up the space. So in between space 1 is A. Space 2 is C. Space 3 is E. Space 4 is G. So the spaces are A, C, E, G. Listen. A great way to remember this one for the spaces is the saying I use, all cows eat grass. Any saying to help us remember that is wonderful. So now when we put them together, these make up the left hand of the piano, or what we know as the bass clef. Now moving forward, if you look here now, right above the staff in the bass clef is B, and this is right below middle C, B. And then of course we draw a ledger line and add a line note, and this is C. More specifically, middle C. And this is called middle C because it's smack dab in the middle of the grand staff. You can see it's right in the middle there. Okay, so that comprises all of the notes in the bass clef in relationship to the left hand of the piano on the grand staff.